The Military Academy, the exclusive club for the K-36 and above. If you are a K-36 fresh out of the oven, or you're someone that is getting close, or you just want to have a sneak peek at what's inside, this video will show you what to expect in the Military Academy, as well as the proper way to use it. Hi, and welcome to Red Evony. I am Akayasha, you can call me Aka, and this video is on, you guessed it, the Military Academy. Alright, let's have a quick overview of the Military Academy. You get the ability to build the Military Academy once you open K-36. Once you've built the Military Academy, it comes in at level 1 and it goes up to level 5. The Military Academy is quite similar to the regular academy in the sense that you will be doing research inside. However, the Military Academy is considerably more expensive, both in terms of gold and the amount of speed-ups required than the regular academy. When you open the Military Academy, you will instantly have the opportunity to put a duty general on the building. This duty general will, of course, help you increase your research speed and reduce the amount of time required to do research in the Military Academy. There is no dedicated duty general for the Military Academy. However, one nice trick to note is that for the regular academy, the duty general, Yulji Mondeok, his special skill, which increases research speed by 20% when he's the academy duty officer, also applies to the Military Academy. So when you have him on your academy, he will increase your research speed both in the regular academy and in the Military Academy. However, this does not work if you put him on the Military Academy. It only works when he's on the regular academy. So that's something neat for you to take note of there. And that's pretty much the quick overview that you need of the Military Academy. So let's take a look at what's inside. Inside the Military Academy, there are 4 tabs at the top, which correspond to the 4 troop types. Inside each tab, there are tons of research that you can do, going all the way down the line. The research that you can do is limited by the level of your Military Academy. To go further down, it will require you to upgrade your Military Academy to unlock more research, taking you down all the way. And as you can see, when you go through each tab, the research that you can do in each one is different and is largely corresponding to the troop type for that particular tab. In each tab, you will have what we will call the smaller research, and then you will have these formations, which are the bigger researches that you can do in there. Now, the way the research is structured in each tab is that they come about in repeating blocks. So let me show you what I mean. You see this first research that we have here, Solid Shield 1. And we go down, you see Testudo Formation 1, Valiancy 1, and so on. Until we get to here, Swiss Pike Square 1. Everything from Swiss Pike Square going all the way up is one block. And it repeats going all the way down into that tab. So you see here, we have Solid Shield 2, Testudo Formation 2, Valiancy 2, and it repeats until we get to Swiss Pike Square 2. Then it goes to 3, and it repeats until we get to the final end, Swiss Pike 3. That's what I mean by repeating blocks. All the research in one block are repeated, and there are 3 of these blocks in each tab. So any research that you see in the repeating block is going to appear again further down when you unlock higher levels of the Military Academy. With that said, there are basically 3 groups of research that you can do in the Military Academy. The first group is for attacking, the second group is for defending, and the third group is what we're going to call others. That's anything that doesn't fit into attacking or defending. And on that note, we have come to a major difference between the military academy and the regular academy. Unlike in the regular academy, where you do a research and it applies for your troops in all situations, the military academy doesn't work like that. For the military academy, any research that you do will either only affect your attacking troops or your defending troops, or will fall into the other category. You can't just go into the military academy, do research, and expect it to apply to all your troops in every situation. The next major difference between the military academy and the regular academy, which we should take note of, is that the regular academy, as you well know, requires research stones to do the higher levels of research in the academy. The military academy, however, requires tactic scrolls. And these scrolls you can get from various events, or you can pick them up in chests from monster drops, primarily monsters like Yimmers and Pans. Now that we've covered all of that important stuff about the military academy, we're going to talk about the proper way to use the military academy. But before we do that though, if you haven't already, consider checking out the Amazon App Store for discounts on your Evony in-game purchases. If you use the link down in the description of this video, you'll get taken to the Evony landing page for the Amazon App Store, where you can download the App Store and also check out the various discounts that are available. Using the link in the description also helps out the channel, which is of course greatly appreciated. Okay, now the proper way to use the military academy. The first thing that you want to do when you get the military academy is to do a run through. What that means is you do all the research, but you only do the minimum amount of research required to open the next level. And you do that going all the way down, unlocking all the research that you can unlock for that level of military academy that you have. That's the first thing that you should do. And of course, all the research that you do will be adding to your buffs for whatever respective buffs you'll be getting from those research blocks that you have done. And of course, that applies to the small researches and also to the formations as well. Once you've done your run through, the next thing that you need to do to use the military academy properly is to set your focus. When you come into the military academy, what are you focusing on? Are you focusing on attacking? Are you focusing on defending? Are you focusing on bosses? What exactly is it that you want to do when you get in here? Because like I said earlier, each research does a specific thing. So you need to know what you're coming in to do. The first thing that you need to note is that the formations that you have here, these formations are primarily for attacking. So if we look at this one, increases mounted troop attack and siege machine attack by 4% and reduces enemy ground troop HP by 20% when attacking. All these buffs that you see here will only be applied to your troops when they are attacking. If you are doing these formations for your various troop types, keep that in mind that they only apply for attacking. Of course, irrespective of whichever tab you are in, whether you are in the mounted troop tab or you are in the siege troop tab, the buffs that you get in each of these formations will apply to all of your troops, irrespective of if you are using that march. So those are two main points for you to note. And for the rest of the researches, you need to look into them to see where they fall into. Let's take outflank here, for example. If we click on it, it says increases mounted troop defense by 20% when attacking. So this is an attacking research. If we look at 4A over here increases mounted troop HP by 30% when joining Alliance War and increases mounted troop defense by 40% when defending. You see the difference? So, if your focus is on buffing your defense, you'd be looking for researches like this one, where it says when defending, and that is what you will focus on. Then, if we look at something like Bloodlust here, it says increases all troops' HP by 10% when attacking monsters. So, this is for monsters. This will fall into the others category that we talked about. If we go to the other tab, you can see that some of the research, take this one for example, all troops defense by 1% when reinforcing. This one falls into others. The next few things that we're going to talk about are more of recommendations, things that you should keep in mind when you're doing research in the military academy. The first one is that when you are selecting the focus of research that you want to do, I would recommend focusing first on defense as opposed to offense. Of course, you are perfectly free to choose whichever you want to do, and that's perfectly fine. And if you follow the guidelines and you've done your run through, you will have some buffs for each of them, depending on the level that you get to. But when you want to start focusing on specific research, because of the nature of the game now, where we have save gear, we have other buffs like things from civilization treasures, art scrolls, things like that, your offense will have a lot more opportunity to grow outside of the military academy. However, for defense, the options are a bit limited, and the military academy is one good place for you to increase the defensive buffs that you have. The next recommendation that I would make is that once you unlock the military academy, you quickly set your sights on getting military academy level 2. And you get that once you have upgraded to K37. The reason why I say that is because the research that you get in the military academy at level 1 is kind of limited. You can only go so far in each tab before you reach a brick wall. And the only way to get past that is to upgrade to K37 and upgrade your military academy to level 2. So I would recommend that you do that as quickly as you possibly can. The next recommendation I would say is that if you still have research in your regular academy, things like debuff research, do not neglect those in favor of the military academy. And that is because while the military academy is quite good for offensive debuffs, as you can see here, you get range troop HP debuff when attacking. Unfortunately, the military academy is quite low on defensive debuffs. And I'm being generous there. They are not here. You will not get defensive debuffs in the military academy. So, if you still have debuff research to do in your regular academy, be sure to get those done and make sure you complete them. The next recommendation that I have is that if you are doing research in your military academy, consider setting it up in time with the tactics researching event. For this event, you gain rewards by doing research and consuming tactics scrolls in your military academy. For research that you do, you are able to redeem your points to get various rewards, tactics scrolls, saved treasure boxes, runestones, source of life, and things like that. Okay? The rewards are not enormously great, but they can be quite helpful. And if you place in the top rankings, you also get additional rewards. So think of it as a bit of a plus alpha for the research that you do in the military academy. So that covers the essentials of the military academy. and I hope you found them helpful. For anyone that is looking to unlock K36, check out this video where I show how I unlocked K36 without civilization gear and also unlocked the military academy as well. Thank you very much. Aka signing out.